If you want to do that, then I'll say that again. We'll call the meeting to order, being 9 o'clock tax committee time. We'll review the bills for a moment. Handle that first, or remember. You have a listing, a bill listing.
Okay.
Good morning.
Good morning.
All of these newspaper subscriptions, what office does that go to?
Number 9.
420.
Your office, Bob?
Oh. Would it be possible to notice this last minute? We have numbers here, but we don't have the name of the department. If you would look into that and see if that can, I noticed on another report.
Okay.
For example, here it is. Yeah, right, I could just add that.
Okay.
It would help us.
Sure, I
think
can
tremendously.
check with Lynn and have her add that.
Yeah. Any questions, observations, decisions? I would entertain a motion. Chad?
So moved.
Any seconds? Brad?
Can we do that without a quorum?
We have, there
Four.
are 4 of us.
7 on 10. Oh, okay.
Thank you
I
for
forgot to
coming.
count you.
Thank you for coming.
You're welcome. Let's count Dale.
Any further observations? Any other discussion? If not, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, say no. Motion passed. Public comment. Any public comment for this committee? Seeing none. Discussions from committee members, anything each committee member would like to bring up before the committee this day? Hearing none. Reports from the department. Mindy?
I don't have anything today, Dale.
Anita, do you have something for it?
Not much on about the auditor,
Glad you could join us, Mr. Dan.
My new nickname. Not here or late. Anywhere?
Yep.
I know, I had to ask you.
Sorry.
I didn't want to sit in someone's spot.
Unless you want to
that's
just,
it. all I have is IT and the audit related, so.
Okay. We'll talk about it later.
Okay, good.
Lisa?
I'll try to pick up the slack. We're receiving the ballot certifications from all the units of government, all the filing period is over. So they have to send their certifications for the ballot to us. Once those are all in, they have to be in January to get those into us, and then we'll start setting up the ballot. We received the drainage rolls from the circuit clerk's office, and Debbie will start working on those. That's a 3, 4, 5 week process, depending on how many splits they think that there were. The letters have gone out to the secretaries of all the units of government and boards that receive taxing money, to requesting their list of people that are required to file statements of economic interest. And when we get those back, all those names and addresses have to be entered into an access database, and actual statements go out in March. And then we're also working on preparing a 1099. That's for the tax buyers that receive interest on their parcels that they purchased that were redeemed in 2014. And that's the main things that we're working on right now.
Let's find something else for you to do. Any questions for Lisa? If not, Bob?
This week, we will be, actually probably today, we'll send out final board review hearing notices for the final decisions, and we will shut down for 14 this week, and put the ball in Lisa's court for the abstract to be sent to the state, and get ready to move to 15. And also, the annual assessors meeting is scheduled for the afternoon of the 29th of this month in my office. We're just going to have a great day again. I tried that last year instead of having it at night. It worked out pretty well. So we're going to do that again this year during the day, in the afternoon on the 29th. I think the other two things I have, you have on the agenda down the road. So that's about all I got.
Okay, any questions for Bob? If not, appointments.
That's me again.
Oh, that's Bob. That's
I'm
right.
asking for the reappointment of Margaret Casey from Gilman to the board review for a 2-year term. She was willing, so she's my Democrat, so don't say no.
For the board of review.
I have to go to the full board for approval, so.
Any discussion on that reappointment request? If
I don't know if you need a motion or not. Like Lisa said something just now. I don't know if there's a motion that needs to be done on that. Anybody? It'll be a motion. I think that it'll be in the report, so I don't know if there'll have to be a motion on that or not. We used to do it in the past, I know. You're blessed, so.
your question, you don't know if we need a motion for...
I know you've done it in the past, you made a motion to approve those appointments and then with the full board, so, but it's going to be in the report, so I don't know if you need one or not.
It's going to be in what report?
Your tax report, you go to the full board.
Okay, okay. You see any reason not to? Kyle? I would accept a motion to reappoint.
I'll make that motion.
Brett?
Second.
And a second, Jeff? Any further discussion?
Was that a 2-year term?
If not, all in favor of the reappointment, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, say no. Motion passed. Let me jump here a little bit. Bob, did you talk to Nida?
I had a short discussion with her. She asked for a contact from Bruce Harris, so I gave her a couple names to call. I've not talked to her recently. I reached out to Scott Lipinski myself, just to see, you know, what his thoughts were.
There she is.
Her ears must have been burning coming down the hall. So I don't know where we're at. I just talked to Bruce Harris, but I can't answer.
I think Nida, you're up if you're...
Our mapping system is updated in order to go next generation 911. We need more or less the same thing that you guys use, or getting, with GIS. So I've had our mapping company talk to Bruce Harris, and we are compatible. We have what Bruce Harris has, we are compatible to do a switchover. It'll be much cheaper for us than to buy all new updated software to do this and that. So it's a big cost to do that. So I'm asking for the county board's approval to use the GIS mapping system, and then we'll do our overlay that we need.
I guess my only question is, why would we have to have official a motion or anything in order for you to use it? Being a part of the county, Mr. Anderson.
I'm a part of the county.
911 being a part of the county, is there a reason that we need to have? We'll do it if you want.
Well, what's going to happen is, I don't know, obviously NIDA would have to get with Bruce Harris to find out what, to convert a layer. There'll be some cost to that. Don't know what that is. Just like if Lisa wanted to develop a voter registration layer, she would have to contract with Bruce Harris to develop that layer. It'd be a cost to her. So any kind of layer you add on top of the base, there's a cost to, and whoever wants that layer has to be paid for. So that's the only thing that.
In our layer is streets and highways and water, schools, we got elevators in there. We have whatever layers, and I think our layer, what we presently have is compatible. My understanding is it's compatible with what Bruce Harris has, so I think our layer is already made. It's just a matter of doing the cost of doing the overlay. I guess we would put it.
I'll just read an email I wrote that reached out to Scott Lipinski. In most county 911 situations, the 911 will utilize the newly acquired orthophotography along with the centerline file that is part of the county GIS system. I know there have been numerous 911 departments that have contributed to the GIS system, but not all.
Okay, so the motion that you're requesting, I guess, would be for access to, not for us to pay for it.
Yes, correct.
Any reason not to give access to 911? I would entertain a motion.
So moved.
Jed and Susan. Any further discussion? If not, all in favor say aye. Aye. Opposed say no. Motion passed.
Thank you very much. We appreciate that.
We'll go to county board Tuesday. Thank you, Nida. Doc Yusuf isn't here. He obviously is coming from Champaign. Shay was supposed to be here, we haven't seen her yet. I guess we'll proceed with the job descriptions, a little explanation. Dr. Youssef brought up the issue of that he never received a job description. In looking back, I inquired with Anita, and that's where our information was filed away. We have job descriptions that were initially written by the people that wrote the policy and procedure manual, the original form, and the it was then worked on, as you can see on these sheets, locally here by Anita, me, and Rod, and whoever else. Here's another one. But it was never finalized. My suggestion is that we take these under advisement, study them for next month, and I will make sure that Mindy, since her office houses Donna Orcott and the files for animal control, and also Dr. Youssef have copies of these to look over, to redline, and come back next month with suggestions to alter or accept or whatever. The first page on each one of them carries most of the responsibilities. The rest of the document, for the most part, is stock information that needs to be there for employment requirements. Since we are so short here today, if you want to, if you see some glaring that sticks out, take a couple minutes, just mainly in the first page. Shouldn't be anything, but there always could be.
Do we provide a vehicle?
No. We'll make sure that the board chair has the same information, so that he can then decide how to procedure. He should do it, or if we should continue. But we'll just, at this point, we'll bring it back next month and address it. Go from there on any suggestions that any suggestions that Mindy or Dr.
Education
might
of a high
have.
school diploma or GED to a valid veterinary license. Question.
See anything? If not, I'll figure on taking that on. Any old business? No old business. Any new business? Motion to adjourn. Dan? Motion to adjourn?
Thank you. I'll make that motion.
Okay. And a second?
Thanks for giving me that opportunity.
And a second?
I'll second it.
Susan? All in favor, say aye. Opposed, no. Thank you.